Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on,
I think it's no secret that barbers have always had this weird thing for indirectly ruining people's lives. Going to the barber is literally just a game of roulette but with hair. Maybe they'll do something better than what you asked, or maybe they're gonna destroy your hair and leave you in a hat for 3 months. But I can guarantee that they'll never do exactly what you asked for. I've only been to the barber like 3 or 4 times before, but each of those times they've massacred my hair in some way. I feel bad for barbers because we have to lie about liking our hair, and as soon as we're out of their sight, we try to make it look presentable. But how are they going to do that to me and expect me to be honest? The worst part about this whole thing is that I always tell my barber I like the way my hair's styled right now, but I just need it trimmed an inch or two. Then they go and give me the ocelot hair. Now maybe I could be a little bit more specific to the barber, but man, you should just be able to understand what I want from a brief description. Like, when I say I want an inch or two off the top and half off the sides, that does not mean I want a buzz cut. And yet another thing, barbers always take off the wrong amount of hair. If you can see skin, that's really bad. Now when you get a haircut, you can obviously expect your family to be so optimistic about it and say that they love your hair. But no amount of compliments from them can stop me from disliking it more than I do. Especially since older generations have way different standards for hair than people in my generation. Seriously, I keep my hair this basic so I can avoid annoying kids talking about it. Imagine going to the barber and asking for a fade and he gives you this. And the next day some kid with a neckbeard and a crappy mullet makes fun of you. Now I personally will never get a fade for 2 reasons. 1, I would look terrible with a fade, and 2, fades are so popular that they're becoming basic. If anyone out here is trying to avoid barbers like the bubonic plague, I got some advice for you. Grab some clippers, find a really good hat, and cut away. That's right, cut your own hair. Barbers don't know what you want regardless of explanation, so why not take the risk of shaving a complex geographical model on your head? Now for me, I can't risk cutting my own hair right now because I see way too many people on the daily, but I'm sure if you work at Hardee's you'll be fine. I know the people that grew their hair out are laughing right now, but at least my hair doesn't get in my way for literally everything I do. And besides, the barber's mistakes look so much better as time passes. Not to mention, one of the barbers I had looked just like Drake, and I mean exactly. If you put me in a room with Drake and that barber, I would be in trouble. Except my barber didn't have the dumb heart shaved in his hair. Anyway, it was really crazy to me and I legitimately thought he was Drake. And looking back on what he did to my hair, I think it's a better idea for him to just stop cutting hair and make music instead. But anyway, if I'm gonna slander barbers, I'm gonna get them all at once. Barbers, if you really need to take your anger out on something, please don't take it out on my hair. I have people to see. Seriously, barbers need to realize that my life is basically at stake here. If I wanted a buzz cut, I'd tell you. Anyway, back to the main issue. I have no idea if barbers do poor work on purpose, but they always somehow make my haircut look like a crime scene. I mean, it should be a crime to mess me up to the point where I need a hat, but the government outlaws other dumb things. Anyway, I hate to cut this short like a barber would, but I don't have